Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and I'm going to be telling you a story today. The story is called Mouse's Feelings. Talking about our feelings is really important. One of the feelings we're going to be thinking about in the next few weeks is when we feel proud. Now, feeling proud or having pride when we do something well is quite a difficult feeling. It is a good feeling, but sometimes it makes us feel a little bit in the yellow zone if we're not used to it or if we don't like it. Sometimes you might think that you've got nothing to be proud of, that you can't do anything well. Well, I'm going to tell you a story about that. Mouse was feeling sad. She was the smallest and the weakest animal in the whole forest. "I don't want to be a mouse," she said. "I wish I didn't have this little body and short legs, and a thin tail." Mouse went to see Lion. You know what lions are like, don't you? He was the king of the forest. And when he roared, everyone did just what he said. Mouse knew that Lion was a great leader. She wished that she was a great leader too. She looked up at him and she said, "I would like to be a leader, just like you, Lion." But Lion just laughed. "Ha ha ha! I am strong," he said in his great voice, "but you are small and weak." Mouse hung her head and walked sadly away. After a while, she met Gazelle. Gazelle could run faster than the wind. Mouse gazed up at her and said, "I would like to be able to run just like you." Gazelle laughed, a soft and gentle laugh. "Oh, poor little mouse," she said. "I can run fast because of my long legs. Look at your little legs." Mouse felt sadder than ever. Her shoulders sagged and her eyes turned down. "I'm no good," she said. "I'm only a mouse." Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. But Mouse was sad. She walked on through the forest until she met Monkey. Monkey was swinging through the trees. He used his tail to dangle down in front of Mouse. I would like to be able to climb like you, Monkey," said Mouse. Monkey cackled. "I can climb because of my elegant tail," he said. "Look at your skinny little tail. Why, it doesn't even curl." And Monkey swang back into the tree and away through the forest. Mouse's heart sank even more. A tear formed in the corner of her eye. "I'm no good," she said. "I'm only a mouse." Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. But Mouse was too unhappy to hear anything. To her, it seemed that all the other animals in the forest were special in their own way. And she was just a silly, unimportant little mouse. She wandered on through the forest until she found a small hole and hid inside it. She felt so bad that the tears fell from her eyes. All of a sudden, Mouse heard a terrible noise. It was such a loud and scary noise that it made her heart beat loud in her little chest. It sounded to Mouse as though all the animals in the forest were calling out at once, as though they were all calling for help, help. She could hear Lion roaring and Gazelle crying and Monkey shrieking. "What can I do?" she thought. "I'm only a little mouse. How can I help all of these great animals?" She put her nose out of the hole and had a look around. She was very frightened, but she knew she had to find out what was wrong. As she scurried through the forest, the terrible noise got louder and louder. What do you think it's going to be? What's going to happen? Suddenly, she came to a clearing. All the animals were there, and they were trapped inside cruel cages. Hunters had come to the forest and had caught them. "Help us! Help us!" cried the animals desperately. "Please help us, Mouse." But Mouse said sadly, "I'm only a little mouse. I can't lead like you, Lion, or run like you, Gazelle, or climb like you, Monkey. I'm sorry, but I'm not good enough to help you." Mouse turned and walked away. The animals called after her, "Help us, Mouse, help us." Mouse felt so miserable. She wished there was something she could do to help them. But all she could say to herself was, "I'm no good. I'm only a mouse." "Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself." Mouse stopped. What was that? In her heart, she thought that she heard faint voices helping her to remember that she had her own special gift. As she stood there listening, a wonderful thought struck her. She remembered that the cages were tied with string. "Go back, Mouse," she said to herself. "Go back. You have fantastically sharp teeth. They're good for chewing." Mouse turned around and ran back to the cages. In her little mouth, she took the string that tied each cage and chewed until at last the doors fell open. The animals were free. Lion picked up Mouse gently in his strong jaws and lifted her onto Gazelle's back. The animals ran and ran until they were far away from the cages. When they felt they were safe, they stopped. Gazelle lay down and Lion carefully lifted Mouse from her back and placed her on the ground. First Gazelle, then Monkey came to Mouse and thanked her for rescuing them. Lion was last. "You are a hero, Mouse," he said. "You saved us from the hunters. What can we do to thank you?" Mouse thought for a moment, and then she said, "You have already given me everything I could ever want. You have shown me that it is good to be me." And there they're all happy at the end of the story. I wonder what you're really good at. We all have things that we are really good at. Why don't you spend some time thinking about things that you're good at and tell someone else? And why don't you tell someone what they're good at as well? Talk to people in your family or your friends and tell them what they are good at, because we are all good at different things. I hope you can think of things that you're good at and things that make you feel proud. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.